Hi, today we are going to have a demonstration session on Sara VLMS. So, firstly, I'm going to demonstrate the admin login part. So, please log into the admin URL that is provided to you and log in through the credentials that are provided. Once you had login into the system, so you can see the dashboard over here. So it will give a overview of the whole system, like how many students are there, how many teachers, and and small analytical views such as monthly visits, so that you can monitor the traffic of the system. So let's not get too much deep into this. So let's go ahead with the configuration of the systems. So first thing is to add a class. So please go into this class section. So you can see a list of all the classes that are available in the system. So if you want to add a new class, then click on create new class button over here. So you can create a new class by entering its name. So suppose for testing purposes, I'm going to use mcom for example. So click on save data button here. So it will add that class into the system. So you can view that by clicking this button again. So you can see that the mcom has been added to the system. So once we add the class into the system, we need to add the subjects to this class. Suppose mcom may have 6 subjects, we need to add 6 subjects. So I'll go onto the subjects section. You can see all the list of subjects over here. So I'll add new subjects to the classes that we have created earlier. So I'm going to click on create new subject and enter the subject name. So I will enter the subject name as mcom english. So it will have many subjects, so I have to add one by one. So this subject, it should map to which class that I have to select over here. So I will select the mcom that I had created earlier. So I'm gonna click on save data. So it had added successfully. So if I want to add one more subject, say I will add mcom statistics and select the class as mcom. So it will add the subject. So I have added 2 subjects to mcom class, so that I can see it over here. mcom english and mcom statistics, those 2 subjects are added to mcom class. And here we have one filter option, so that we'll can easily filter the subjects based on class. So I will select mcom and I can see the subjects which are mapped to mcom class. This is how we are going to add classes and subjects to those classes. This is one thing. Now we have created the classes and assigned subjects to it, and now we are going to add students to that classes. So what I'll do is I'll go into students, and we can see here existing students, and we can filter it based on class as well as section. So for adding the students, we have 2 options. One is import the students from Excel file and add the students manually. So if we have n number of students, instead of adding each student at a time, we can do bulk upload, inserting bulk students into our system, so that we can do from this option. So what we have to do is, if you want to import bulk students, just click on this, and we have a sample file over here. So what this sample file is, this is an Excel file. It contains a specific format for adding the students. So click on this button and you will get a sample CSV file. CSV file in the sense it is an Excel file. So in that Excel file, what you need to do is, you need to add the students details, one student per row. So you can add n students, that will be n rows in that file, and after that you have to save that file and you need to upload it over here. So what all the things you need to do is, firstly you need to select the class for which you are going to import that student, and any section if it is there for that class. And section and group are optional things, you can have it, otherwise you can leave it as optional. So the file you have saved, that you need to upload over here and click on upload file. So all the students data that are present in that CSV file will be imported into mcom class. This is how it works. This is one thing. And another way to add a student is by clicking on this add new student button. So I'll go ahead with this. So these are the fields that should be filled to add a student. First thing is, we need to add the student's full name. So let me add test data for this. So I will add the student name as test mcom student, and his father's name some dummy data. I will add John Lynn, and mobile numbers, it is optional. You can see here which are the fields that are marked with asterisks or mandatory, and others are optional. You can fill it, otherwise you can leave it. So let me add some data over here. Select the class for which the students should be added. I'll select mcom, then roll number of the student. I can say mcom it is, so mcom 1. City of the student, say Bangalore. Student ID. So this is used by the student to log in into the system. So to log in to the system, his email ID will be something test@jyotinivas.org. The password that is used by the student for the login purpose. Let me keep it as 12345 6 for now. And address, it is optional. I will give it Karnataka. And click on save data. So you can see here the student registered successfully. So the student is added into that class. I can verify it over here. So I'll select the class as mcom. So click on search. You can see the student is added. And I can verify it here also. So I can go into here and I can see the student count is 1. So this is how to add class and subjects to it, as well as students. This is for part 1, and in the part 2 we are going to add quizzes and how to attend the quiz in the student view, that we are going to cover it. Thank you.